You know how some videos just feel off? Like something isn't right with the person in them? Cameras have captured those unsettling moments that will creep you out. From eerie behavior to chilling transformations, viewers couldn't believe what unfolded before their eyes.
I'm so over this house and I'm over the filming and
Hey!
What really happened in these unnerving clips? Join us as we uncover the moments people wish they had never seen. Military Base Invader. This 2015 security footage from Russia shows two men in military uniforms guarding a flooded base. Suddenly, a mysterious creature lunges at one of them, dragging him into the water. The other man tries to help, but fails and retreats inside for safety. Moments later, he steps out while on a call, spots something approaching, and quickly runs back inside. Seconds later, a massive force bursts through the doorway, and a strange figure emerges and walks away. Ranch Skinwalker. A couple was preparing to leave their ranch when they heard a distant scream and went outside to investigate.
What is that? Is it a person?
The sound came from a naked man standing at the edge of the forest, appearing lost and disoriented. Unsure what to do, the couple tried whistling, but it backfired. The man suddenly dropped to all fours and charged toward them. Believing it might be a skinwalker, they didn't stick around to find out. Ghost roaming crime scene. A man was stabbed to death in a remote town in northern Brazil, and while the police chief discussed the case on camera, a strange figure appeared at the crime scene. The figure looked confused and was dressed exactly like the victim, wearing the same clothes and wandering near the spot where the body had been found. Hollow scream. It had been a tough day for the officer. While searching the area, he suddenly heard a sharp, high-pitched scream. Startled, he didn't investigate. He turned back immediately and hurried to his cruiser. Voodoo in wedding. This footage from a wedding hall in Turkey shows a young woman among the guests when an older lady behind her suddenly pricks her shoulder with a needle. The girl turns around, but the woman acts as if nothing happened. When the video surfaced, viewers linked it to voodoo rituals, making it even more disturbing. Station ghost visit. During a quiet night shift, a group of officers stood outside the station chatting when a sudden gust of wind blew both doors open. They jumped up, expecting someone to appear, but no one was there, and the air turned strangely cold. Creepy talk show girl. During a Chinese talk show, the camera panned to the audience and focused on a girl who stood out. She tilted her head curiously and stared directly into the lens, her expression eerie and unnatural. Some said she was seeking attention, while others believed something darker was at play, even calling her possessed. Mall intruder. A security guard in Brazil probably wished he hadn't worked that night. After the mall closed, he filmed what appeared to be a ghostly figure moving up the escalator. When he ran to check, hoping it was a prank, the figure was gone. Then, as he turned, he saw it again, standing in the distance near the escalator. Sleepless Park. This footage from a park in Jhansi shows gym equipment moving on its own before police arrived. When officers were sent to investigate, they found the equipment still in motion. Surrounded by it, they couldn't explain what was causing the strange activity. Super Bowl ritual. During the Super Bowl, a strange clip went viral showing a woman in a green Eagles jersey holding a doll stitched with the Chiefs' number 15, representing Patrick Mahomes. She repeatedly jabbed it with a needle, as if performing a voodoo ritual. Some viewers dismissed it as harmless superstition, while others saw it as something darker. What do you think? Late night shift. The security guard could hardly believe what he saw. A ghostly figure drifting through the hallway before vanishing. To be sure it wasn't his imagination, he checked the CCTV footage and saw the same eerie shape. The sight froze him in shock, sending chills down his spine. Abduction. Footage from a wooded area near downtown India went viral months ago, showing a girl behaving disturbingly. Filmed by her family, she moved erratically, as if something invisible was dragging her outside while she tried to enter the house. Viewers believed an unseen force was trying to possess her, leaving her family terrified and helpless. Haunted school. This dashcam footage captures officers entering a reportedly haunted school after locals reported loud banging sounds inside. When they arrived, they saw a red door at the end of the hall slamming repeatedly. As they approached, the noise stopped. Expecting a prank, they checked behind the door, but found only a dead end. No one was there. The door had been moving on its own. Office night possession. Late at night, security cameras in an office recorded disturbing footage of a man working alone. Everything seemed normal until the lights went out and night vision activated. His movements became strange, and at one point he stared directly into the camera, his face almost unrecognizable. The video ended suddenly, leaving me in the dark about what happened next. Paranormal caught on body cam. While inspecting an abandoned building, a patrol officer sensed something strange. His body camera caught a dark shadow reflected in a window. He noticed it too, but kept searching until a chilling laugh echoed, sending him running.
What the f***?
Goat Leg Man. While visiting the mountains, a man encountered someone who seemed ordinary until he noticed something odd about his leg. It looked like a goat, complete with fur and shape, though the man walked as if nothing was wrong. Shocked, he quickly recorded the scene, knowing few would believe him. Later, he questioned whether he had seen a shapeshifter, a hybrid, or just a clever trick. Giggles for closet. A K-9 unit was searching a crime scene for evidence when they heard a little girl's giggle coming from a closet.
Oh my gosh.
The dog grew uneasy, whining each time the sound echoed. Walmart outburst. Shoppers at a Walmart witnessed a disturbing scene that soon went viral. A woman suddenly began screaming at another customer for no apparent reason. Her strange movements and unsettling voice left everyone alarmed. Many believed it looked less like anger and more like possession. The incident turned an ordinary shopping trip into something out of a horror movie. Light ambush. A police officer stopped a driver for an improper lane change, but as he asked for the license, a sudden flash of bright light appeared. In an instant, the officer disintegrated, leaving only his remains behind. Terrified, the driver sped off and called 911. Bathroom spirit. This chilling video from a couple who often recorded their home due to strange disturbances shows the wife in a terrifying state. The bathroom door suddenly slammed shut, trapping her inside. Moments later, she appeared in the bathtub, motionless, her eyes completely black. The footage left viewers horrified. The couple claimed this wasn't the first time such things had happened, and many hoped they would eventually move out before something worse occurred. Conversing with a ghost. CCTV footage captured a security guard on patrol appearing to talk to someone who wasn't there. When his partner radioed in to ask who he was speaking to, the guard said it was a resident. The shocking part came later. Records showed that the resident had died a week earlier. Macron hand sign. During a public event years ago, French President Emmanuel Macron caught media attention for an unusual moment. Standing beside Donald Trump, he raised his hand in a gesture many identified as devil horns. The act sparked speculation about links to the so-called Black Eye Club, though others dismissed it as a coincidental hand movement caught on camera. Ghost in Espanola Police Station. The Espanola Police Station, known for repeated claims of ghost sightings, released footage to prove that one of the incidents was real. In the video, a faint figure can be seen walking across the street near the station. Glitching hair fix. During a live show, everything went as planned until one eerie moment. All the girls on stage suddenly reached up and fixed their hair at the same time. The movement was so perfectly synchronized that it didn't seem like a coincidence. Some said it was rehearsed, while others thought it might be something far stranger, a glitch in reality. Getaway car. During a high-speed chase, an unidentified driver put the police through chaos with reckless maneuvers. When they finally cornered him at a dead end, he drove straight through a solid fence and vanished. Elevator sniff. An elevator CCTV recording captured a strange moment. Several people were inside when a woman suddenly leaned over and sniffed another passenger's hair without saying a word. A man nearby looked puzzled, but no one reacted. Some thought she was drawn to a scent, while others found the act unsettling and bizarre. Bloody mystery woman. Late one night, a police patrol noticed a woman in white walking alone on an empty road. When the headlights hit her, she turned slowly, revealing a terrifying sight. Her hair hung over her face, her feet were bare and bleeding, and she held a knife, pressing it against her skin.
Oh, God. No. Oh, my God.
As she began moving toward the car, the officers panicked and sped off, unwilling to face whatever she was. Mysterious hand symbol. Another video captured a famous player before a major game. He blinked at the camera, then scratched his forehead in a motion that resembled a symbol. Moments later, he repeated it the same way. Once might have been a coincidence, but twice made people question his intent. Some connected it to the Black Eye Club and hidden conspiracies, while others dismissed it completely. Disappearing fraudster. After a bank reported a suspected fraudster, an armed guard was assigned to keep watch until police arrived. Everything appeared normal until the suspect took a phone call and suddenly vanished right before the guard's eyes. Reptilian eye shift. At a 2017 concert in Paris, cameras zoomed in on a singer mid-performance when, for a brief moment, his eyes appeared to change into something reptilian. The clip spread quickly, with many calling it proof of shapeshifters among humans. Some insisted the footage was too clear to be fake, while others blamed lighting or digital distortion for the eerie effect. Botched party. Within seconds, a hangout was interrupted by police. But that wasn't the strangest part. In the video, the group was chatting when an item suddenly fell from a shelf on its own.
ça va?
C'est vous? Excusez-moi, est-ce que vous connaissez la caméra? Ouais, bien sûr. Bon.
Just as the officers entered, another object dropped mysteriously, untouched by anyone. Mountain ritual figures. A few months ago, a family hiking up a mountain encountered something terrifying. Near the summit, they saw figures in white robes standing silently around a strange monolith, no one knowing it was there. None of them spoke or moved, as if performing a ritual. The family quickly left, but the eerie scene likely haunted them for weeks. Nigerian ritualists. It was a chilling moment for Nigeria when police uncovered a ritualist gang using human body parts for supernatural practices. During the raid, officers found several human skulls, shocking the nation. The suspects were later paraded alongside the skeletal remains of their victims. Floating possessed man. Late one night in Indonesia, a man walking through his neighborhood stumbled upon a disturbing scene. Outside a house, several people were struggling to hold down someone behaving strangely. The man they restrained seemed to lift slightly off the ground, as if controlled by an unseen force. When the passerby asked what was going on, they told him to keep walking. The fear in their eyes made the encounter even more unsettling. Statics and weird noise. Officers entered an open house to investigate, but found nothing unusual at first.
Anyone inside?
As they continued searching, a door behind one of them slowly closed on its own, even though no one else was there. Wendy Williams collapse. Halloween 2017 brought one of live TV's most unsettling moments. During her show, Wendy Williams, dressed as the Statue of Liberty, suddenly looked disoriented and collapsed on stage. The broadcast quickly cut to a commercial break, returning later with no clear explanation. When Williams came back, she said she had overheated in her costume. Though she finished the show, she still appeared shaken. The clip continues to resurface online, disturbing viewers each time. Grave surprise. After reports of strange noises from a graveyard, officers investigated. But once they heard the eerie sounds themselves, they didn't stay long. The dash cam footage shows them sprinting away in fear. Waterfront shadow figure. Security footage from a waterfront property captured something terrifying. Late at night, dispatchers noticed strange movement on the cameras and sent a guard to investigate. As he approached, he froze, spotting a shadowy figure emerging from the water. Panicked, he ducked behind a wall. The video soon went viral, with many calling it proof of the paranormal. Creepy kid. A vigilante group entered an abandoned house, weapons drawn. Inside, they found a child sitting alone in an open room. But as they approached, the door slammed shut on its own, sending them fleeing in panic. Fast-moving clock. Around 4 in the morning, in a hospital emergency room, a doctor noticed something strange. The clock's minute hand was spinning unnaturally fast, as if it were being controlled. He began recording, and for a few seconds, the hand kept circling before stopping suddenly. Many later claimed the video showed a ghost tampering with time, quite literally. Slamming door. As armed officers entered an abandoned building, they noticed a door swinging rapidly on its own. Uneasy, they paused for a moment, then a loud crash echoed from deep inside. Frozen street stranger. From his apartment window, A man filmed something strange on the roadside. Among the passing cars and people, one figure stood utterly still, frozen, as if time had stopped. He didn't move for over a minute, drawing puzzled looks from passers-by. The man eventually stopped recording, but no one ever learned why that person remained motionless, like a glitch in reality. Visit from Dead Sun. In chilling home security footage, a woman named Hodge got an alert about motion in her house. When she checked, she was shocked to see a ghostly figure that looked exactly like her late son, Robbie, who had died in 2016 from an accidental overdose. Paranormal investigators Heather Thompson and Stephanie Fort from Paranormal Georgia Investigations reviewed the footage and agreed it appeared genuine. For Hodge, the encounter brought unexpected comfort, a sign, she believed, that her son was still watching over her. Invisible Mind Friend. A few months ago in Chile, security guards spotted something eerie on their cameras. One miner suddenly stopped, speaking and even shaking hands with someone who wasn't there. No one else appeared in the footage. It looked as if he was talking to thin air. Some believed he was interacting with the spirit of a fallen miner, while others dismissed it as a hallucination. Either way, the scene was deeply unsettling. Haunted House. Nick was taking care of his grandmother, who had Alzheimer's, when he began noticing strange things happening at night. One evening, she went to the kitchen and began making strange gestures, as if she were praying to something unseen. Even the cleaning robot avoided that room altogether. On another night, after Nick turned off the lights, the robot began following him before suddenly flipping over on its own. Between his grandmother's behavior and the odd activity, Nick became certain that something was terribly wrong with the house. Naked intruder. A home security camera captured a horrifying scene as a woman screamed at a naked intruder who had broken in, showered, and dressed in her husband's clothes. Even more disturbing, he had killed 2 of the family's pets. The break-in happened in broad daylight, around 2 in the afternoon on a Thursday. Her husband was upstairs showering, unaware of what was happening, until she called him in panic. When he rushed down, he confronted the man, but the intruder claimed it was his house and even threatened to call the police. Officers later found the 34-year-old suspect still inside, insisting he lived there. Police said he was homeless and had entered using a garage remote from an unlocked car. Chilling footage showed him killing the family's pet birds while smiling, a detail that left the neighborhood shaken. Neighbors said similar incidents had happened before. The couple's young children, both under 5, discovered the dead birds. Though traumatized, the family is grateful no one else was hurt. The suspect was arrested and held on a $50,000 bail. Long Beach UFO. In 2004, the Long Beach Police Department recorded a UFO flying through the sky with an infrared camera. The object then began releasing strange substances from its rear, resembling flares typically seen on fighter jets. Masked porch intruder. In Amador City, California, late at night, a masked man approached a family's porch and spoke through their Ring camera. He claimed to be their son, Tom, and demanded they unlock the door, saying, "I know you're in there."
I know you're in there.
Suspicious, the family called their real son, who was nowhere near the house. The intruder then leaned into the camera, planted a few strange kisses, and walked away. The encounter left the family terrified, and it's chilling to imagine what might have happened if they hadn't confirmed first. Mexico Great Unveil. The Mexican government, known for considering the possibility of extraterrestrial life, revealed what they claim are alien bodies. A government official stated the remains were recovered from a reported alien crash, and after investigation, They concluded the bodies were of extraterrestrial origin. Rippling baptism water. During a baptism ceremony, people were gathered around, chanting as part of the ritual. Suddenly, the water began to ripple and move on its own, as if stirred by an unseen force. Those who were present later described the moment as deeply unsettling. Some believed it was a divine sign, while others felt it could have been a spiritual force beyond human understanding. Alien body found near beach. Near the beach, a startling discovery was made. What appeared to be an alien body. Police quickly secured the area and began an investigation. Jaylen Rose freeze. During Game 2 of the 2018 NBA Finals, former player Jaylen Rose created an eerie moment. While a staff member adjusted his microphone, he stood utterly still, his eyes and body motionless for over a minute, like a wax figure. When the footage surfaced online, some dismissed it as a camera glitch, while others suggested darker explanations, like mind control or secret club involvement. Reptilian third wheel. A couple's pleasant moment was interrupted when dashcam footage captured Deputy Adam Sisk, warning them about a nearby snake.
Don't move.
Okay.
There's a rattlesnake right next to you.
Okay.
Don't move.
Okay.
Panic set in, and the man ran off, leaving the woman behind. Fortunately, neither of them was injured. Creepy Copeland sermon. Televangelist Kenneth Copeland, known for his intense preaching, unsettled viewers in a video from one of his meetings. On stage, he locked eyes with the audience, his voice shifting unnaturally and his expressions growing almost frightening. Another clip showed him confronting a reporter, speaking in disturbing tones about flesh and demons. Whether or not one believes in possession, Copeland's behavior in these moments left many viewers genuinely creeped out. Squirrel invasion. An officer got a surprise after responding to a call. A squirrel suddenly jumped on him, shocking him completely. The mischievous animal had broken into the house, stolen cookies, and even turned on the music. Bus werewolf woman. While traveling between cities, passengers on a bus encountered a woman who made everyone uneasy the moment she stepped inside. She sat quietly in her seat, but her presence alone was enough to terrify others. A few minutes later, she lifted her feet onto the seat in front of her, and that's when people noticed something alarming. They didn't look human at all, with those long black nails, abrasions, and an almost animal-like appearance. Other passengers even wondered whether she was a werewolf. What do you think she was? A werewolf? Or maybe the result of an odd experiment? You decide. Alligator arrest. This footage shows a police officer wrestling an alligator to prevent a trapper from killing it, despite the animal trying to bite him. The officer managed to place a trap over the alligator and carefully secured its mouth, ultimately capturing it safely. Snake wrap. A ranger's proud moment quickly turned tense. After rescuing a python from a village, he posed with the snake on his shoulders as locals cheered and took photos. Suddenly, the python began wrapping around him, causing panic in the crowd. Fortunately, someone intervened just in time. Horror in Saudi. A Saudi Arabian police officer on night duty experienced a moment he would never forget. While surveying the area, he spotted a figure in white with black hair hanging from its head. It was human-like, but clearly not ordinary. Some called it a witch, others a skinwalker. The figure moved toward him, prompting the officer to run as it gave chase. Midnight pool possession. This next video is genuinely chilling. It starts with a man cleaning his pool when a dark, shadowy figure suddenly appears to his right. Instantly, he flings the mop from his hands as if possessed. His movements then turn erratic, resembling a character overtaken by some unseen force in a horror movie. When his wife approaches, he violently pushes her away, drops to all fours, and moves in a way that makes no sense. Monster under the bed. Remember the old tales of monsters under the bed? This clip brings that fear to life. It begins with a young child lying on the rug, humming and drawing, entirely at ease. Suddenly, something stirs beneath the bed. Fingers appear, forming a shape that is unmistakably not human. In an instant, the figure lunges, snatching the girl and pulling her under. What happens next remains a chilling mystery. Thanks for watching. Now check out the videos popping up on screen for more unbelievable stories.